How's it going, IO? We have so much to talk about in this video. First, is MrBeast exploiting the poor? Why has Jeffree Star called out Mikayla Nogueira? And Dave Bautista's heartbreaking interview. First, why are so many people turning on MrBeast all of a sudden? The insanely popular YouTuber has been accused of exploiting poor people's problems for views in his latest video where he pays for the surgeries of 1,000 blind people. Now you might be thinking, but that's a good thing, right? Well, not everyone thinks so. MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, posted an emotional video on YouTube titled 1,000 Blind People See for the First Time, where he pays for all of these people's cataract removal surgeries. In the beginning of the video, he goes to see an ophthalmologist who explains that half of the blindness in the world is actually curable with a relatively simple 10-minute surgery. But sadly, for a lot of the world's population, it's unaffordable and inaccessible. The video initially received an overwhelmingly positive and emotional response. On January the 30th, Jimmy tweeted that he did not expect it to receive such a large number of views in a short time, and said that he was receiving messages of support thanking him for his generosity. But as the video continued to circulate, it eventually drew in a heavy amount of criticism. It wasn't long before people started accusing him of capitalizing on philanthropy and claiming that his video felt performative. Some also claimed that his thumbnail seemed wrong somehow, considering that it shows MrBeast smiling behind a young boy who was obviously made out to be blind. Many people took to Twitter to express their disdain for his latest video. One user tweeted, "Using your money that way is good, but the way he publicizes it makes it feel very performative. He built a brand of feel-good content, so it's hard to see any of this as sincere." Another person wrote, "Philanthrocapitalism. He is exploiting poor people's problems for views, and he's giving them basic human needs in return, never addressing why they don't have these in the first place. And he's not doing this for the people, he's doing this because it's an I'm MrBeast, look what I can do." Someone even accused him of doing poverty tourism for cash. Political commentator and Twitch streamer Hassan Piker reacted to the video in a live stream. He said that watching it filled him with rage. He then brought up the fact that many American citizens cannot afford surgeries due to their high cost or just a lack of medical insurance. Other people pointed to the fact that the MrBeast video is a great example of influencers only doing good things when they can record it, kind of like giving money to a homeless person while shoving the camera in their face. One user tweeted, "It's the never-ending cycle of content creation that makes MrBeast feel insidious. The underlying notion that if the camera wasn't on, to feed the machine nothing would happen. The dystopian thought that we're reliant on YouTube views instead of competent government for assistance." Now Jimmy has responded to the backlash by pointing out the hypocrisy of it all. He wrote, Twitter, "Rich people should help others with their money. Me. Okay, I'll use my money to help people and I promise to give away all my money before I die. Every single penny." Twitter, "MrBeast bad." So even though he was trying to do good with the wealth that he has, for some people that still isn't enough. And worse, they believe it's actually problematic. But for all the hate, his video has also been met with floods of positive comments from users across the internet. Several fans and prominent influencers wrote messages of support underneath his tweet, saying that they supported his charitable efforts. Content creator Rhyme commented, "Twitter sucks. You can literally cure cancer tomorrow and miserable people on here will pretend to be upset about it somehow." Another user said, "He's helping so many people and also manages to make all the videos entertaining, changing the world for better. And I think it's safe to say that MrBeast is probably the best content creator on the platform right now. Good on him for doing all that he does." MrBeast became the most followed individual YouTube creator in November with 131 million subscribers. He rose to fame in 2018 for viral videos where he donated thousands of dollars to small streamers. And in 2022, he gave away at least $3.2 million in challenge prizes, plus a $2.5 million jet and a private island. Over the years, he's developed a reputation for posting heartwarming videos that usually involve different kinds of generosity. He's only 24 and he already has an incredible amount of charitable achievements under his belt, like the fact that he removed over 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean and raised $20 million to plant trees across the globe. He also runs a second YouTube channel called Beast Philanthropy, where all his profits from ad revenue and things like sponsorships goes towards various charities, which just goes to show you that he is trying to do some good in the world, no matter which way you see it. But what do you think about all the criticism that he's getting? Is there something inherently exploitative about his content, or are people just looking for another reason to hate? Moving on, beauty influencer Mikayla Nogueira is getting so much heat for potentially lying to her followers that even the disgraced YouTuber Jeffree Star has come back online to try try and prove it. To give you a bit of background, Mikayla's involved in the highly publicized mascara scandal that rocked the beauty community. It all started on January the 24th when she made a viral TikTok raving about L'Oreal's telescopic mascara product, saying that it literally changes her life. In the clip, she applies mascara to her eyelashes. After adding one coat, she says that she's going to add a second coat of product before the camera then cuts to the final results, which makes it look like she has thicker, longer lashes. She even says, "Look at the length. Do you see that? I'm speechless." So what's the problem here? Well, if you couldn't tell, she's actually wearing fake lashes. At least that's what a lot of people believe. In the final shot, you can see that the lashes extend far beyond Mikayla's natural lash line. This enraged a lot of people. Not only was it false advertising, but she actually tried to hide the fact that it was a sponsored post. To make matters worse for her, Mikayla has a reputation as being one of the most trusted influencers on TikTok, especially when it comes to reviewing beauty products. Ironically, in 2021, she even posted a video about the way that brands use false eyelashes to promote mascara. And this very situation has now become her downfall. Her mascara review is currently sitting at 48 million views, and it's been getting a crazy amount of hate. Someone commented, "Girl, be effing for real. You can see the lashes at the end." Another person wrote, "Do falsies come with the mascara? And how did you suddenly get so many extra lashes at the end? Please don't insult our intelligence like this." Now it looks like Jeffree Star is trying to become the hero that no one asked for. In his first ever makeup review since he was cancelled, he put the L'Oreal mascara to the test with his very own review. And unlike Mikayla, he used real-time footage of the application, so there was zero chance that he could have thrown on some fake eyelashes. Jeffree showed an unfiltered and zoomed-in look at the application process, and he said, "It's really pretty. Bottom lashes look stunning. It's cute. It's very affordable. I love that it's $15. But is it the greatest thing on the planet? No. But I'm not getting paid to say that." So clearly he was trying to throw a little bit of shade at Mikayla and her imminent downfall. Jeffree then posted a video to his TikTok page where he announced his return to beauty reviews because of all the lying beauty influencers. While he didn't name names, fans quickly presumed he was talking about Mikayla. He said, "You've woken up the mother effing beast, and I'll be reviewing starting again next week. A lot of foundations and mascaras and certain things I hear may be fraudulent. So if you want an unbiased creator that's been reviewing makeup for 10 years that has never accepted an effing coin from one brand to ever say a product is amazing, then stay tuned because the bee is back." So obviously he's trying to use the mascara scandal to creep back into the internet's good graces. But Mikayla's original video has drawn criticism from many other creators. The backlash against her raises questions of whether L'Oreal actually benefited from the ad, considering that it did go viral and it's been proven that outrage drives clicks and profit. So maybe this is all just some genius scheme to sell mascara. After all, studies have found that regular marketing tactics where brands just straight up pay influencers to sell their product does not work on the younger generation. They can see right through it. So it's possible they had to create a massive scandal like this one just to get their mascara some real attention. But either way, things are not looking good for Mikayla at the moment. Last year, she also faced immense amounts of backlash for a video that she posted in 2021, where she complained that being an influencer is harder than a regular job. She said, "I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. The people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds. It's not for everybody. In fact, it's for a very small handful of people who can actually do this job. You do not want to have this job." The video reignited a debate online about whether influencers are tone deaf when it comes to work that regular people have to do. So it's no surprise that this time around her cancellation was swift. But to be fair, she hasn't made a response video yet, so we'll just have to wait and see how she tries to justify potentially lying to her followers. And now we need to talk about Dave Bautista's heartbreaking interview. The actor has been in comic book movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, science fiction movies like Dune, and Blade Runner 2049. You might have also seen him in action comedies and family movies, but the one genre that's missing is romantic comedy, and that is for a very sad reason. Dave explained that it's actually a deliberate choice. He recently spoke to Page 6 and admitted that he'd love to star in a rom-com, but he's never gotten a single offer to do so. Not even one, if you can believe that. He said, "I know I'm not your typical rom-com lead. I'm a little rough around the edges." He then says something that's really heartbreaking to hear, but it speaks to the way a lot of us might have felt at one time or another. He said, "But I always look in the mirror and I ask myself, am I that unattractive? Is there something that unappealing about me that excludes me from these parts? I don't know. He went on to say, it just never comes my way. I've never had an offer to do a rom-com. I still have high hopes. I'll just keep searching. Well, that's really heartbreaking to hear. A lot of really good actors in Hollywood often get passed over when it comes to getting to play a romantic interest. It's usually because of typecasting and the way that studios often reject the idea of someone being in a romantic movie if they don't look exactly like Ryan Gosling. But it's not all that bad for Dave Bautista. In fact, his career really seems to have taken off over the past couple of years. He's also going to be able to explore other genres of films like horror and thriller because he has a lead role in M. Night Shyamalan's new movie Knock at the Cabin. The actor stars as Leonard, a man who is plagued by visions that have convinced him the world is set to end. Later this year, Dave will also go back into comic book movies and sci-fi with the release of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Dune Part 2. Dave has also been in the sequel to Knives Out called Glass Onion, and he actually loved that mystery so much that he didn't even finish reading the script before he saw the movie, just because he wanted to avoid the spoilers. The 54-year-old actor also knows how to use typecasting to his advantage. He's long expressed his desire to play the iconic DC Comics villain Bane, which, let's be honest, he would be perfect for. Back in 2021, he revealed that he put Warner Brothers on notice and that he wanted to be the next guy in line to play Batman's nemesis. He said, "I've made no secret about this. I want to play Bane so bad I went to Warner Brothers, had an appointment with them, had an appointment with DC, walked in the door and said I want to play Bane. I'm not kidding. They were a little like, whoa, we're not even casting Bane. I was like, I don't care, I'm playing him." But despite his efforts, Dave has now said that he's come to the realization he will never get to play Bane. He said that he had conversations with James Gunn, who wants to completely reboot the whole movie universe. Apparently, the director said he wants to start from scratch with younger actors. Dave said, "I just don't think you can do that with me. I have to say I appreciate that because I don't want to play a character if I can't bring justice to it. I don't think at this point in my career that I can bring justice to Bane anymore. I just don't know if I could handle the physical part, and I don't think I would have the longevity to plan ahead for films," which sadly makes a lot of sense. But you have to give him credit for trying. For his part, James Gunn has debunked some rumors of who he's going to cast, but he hasn't actually ruled anyone out. So in other words, we'll just have to wait and see who's going to be the next Bane, and they have some pretty big shoes to fill. Well, that's all the stories that we have for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video. He's also going to oh my god. He's also going to be